The day my business partner tried to erase me, he didn't realize he had already destroyed himself. I remember the exact moment. It was 9:17 in the morning. I was standing outside my own office, holding a cup of coffee, staring at the glass doors that had my company's name printed on them. Except something was wrong. My name was gone. Where it used to say, Harper & Cole Consulting, it now said only, Cole Consulting. No warning. No phone call. No explanation. Just gone. At first, I thought it was a mistake. A printing error. Something temporary. But then I tried my keycard. Red light. Access denied. That was the moment I realized. The man I trusted for 7 years, the man who called me his brother, had just stolen everything. My company, my clients, my employees, my future. And as I stood there, locked out of the business I built from nothing, I made a promise to myself. I wasn't going to beg. I wasn't going to fight. I was going to do something much worse. I was going to let him destroy himself. And he had no idea it had already begun. 7 years earlier, Daniel Cole walked into my life with nothing but confidence and a laptop. We met at a small entrepreneurship networking event. I had the technical skills. He had the charisma. I could build systems. He could sell them. Together, we were unstoppable. We started Harper & Cole Consulting from my apartment living room. Our first client paid us $800. We celebrated like we had made $1 million. We worked 16-hour days, ate cheap takeout, slept on couches. But slowly, it worked. By year 2, we had an office. By year 4, we had employees. By year 6, we were making over $2 million a year. Daniel handled clients and sales. I handled operations, delivery, and infrastructure. He was the face. I was the foundation. He trusted me. Or at least, I thought he did. We weren't just partners. We were family. He came to my wedding. I helped him move into his first house. When his father died, I was the first person he called. There were no contracts between us in the beginning. Just trust. Eventually, we formalized everything legally. 50/50 ownership. Equal control. Equal rights. Equal everything. Or so I believed. Looking back now, the signs were there. I just didn't see them. Because betrayal never looks like betrayal at first. It looks like trust. It started with small changes. Daniel stopped sharing information. He began holding private meetings. He became vague when I asked questions. Just sales stuff, he'd say. Nothing important. Then he hired a new accountant. Without telling me. When I asked why, he laughed. Relax. It's just to help with growth. I believed him. Because I had no reason not to. Until the day I got locked out. After my keycard failed, I called him. No answer. I called again. Straight to voicemail. Then I checked my email. There was one message. From Daniel. Subject line, ownership update. Inside was a short paragraph. Cold. Legal. Final. He claimed I had signed documents months ago restructuring ownership. According to him, I now owned only 5% of the company. 5%. I couldn't breathe. I never signed anything like that. But attached to the email was my signature. Perfectly replicated. Perfectly forged. He had planned this. Carefully. Slowly. Patiently. I called a lawyer immediately. And that's when I learned the truth. Daniel had been preparing this for over a year. Moving clients under new agreements. Changing internal authority. Positioning himself as majority controller. Legally. Strategically. Brutally. He hadn't just betrayed me. He had replaced me. And in that moment, I had two choices. Fight him directly. Or destroy him intelligently. I chose intelligence. Most people think revenge is emotional. Angry. Explosive. They're wrong. Real revenge is calm. Quiet. Patient. And invisible. I didn't confront Daniel. Instead, I did something unexpected. I disappeared. For weeks, I stayed silent. No calls. No threats. No legal action. He thought he had won. That was his first mistake. Because Daniel didn't understand something. He knew sales. But I knew the business. I had built every system, every workflow, every operational structure. And more importantly, I knew every weakness. I began contacting clients privately. Not to steal them. Just to talk. To listen. And they told me things. Daniel had changed. He became arrogant. Dismissive. Careless. He started over-promising and under-delivering. Clients were unhappy. Employees were stressed. The foundation was cracking. Then I made my real move. I started a new company. Quietly. Alone. No announcements. No social media. Nothing public. But this time, I did something differently. I built it stronger. Smarter. And more importantly, Daniel had no idea that most of the systems he was using were still dependent on infrastructure I personally controlled. Infrastructure he didn't fully understand. And slowly, I began pulling the strings. One by one. It didn't happen overnight. It happened gradually. Small failures at first. Minor disruptions. System delays. Client frustrations. Daniel couldn't understand why things were breaking. Because he never understood how they worked. Employees began leaving. Clients began questioning. Revenue began dropping. He called me once. I didn't answer. Then one day, 3 months later, he showed up at my door. He looked different. Tired. Desperate. Afraid. I need your help, he said. The same man who erased me was now asking me to save him. I looked at him calmly. And for the first time, he realized something. He needed me. I didn't need him. I didn't yell. I didn't insult him. I didn't threaten him. I just told him the truth. You didn't steal my business, Daniel. You stole a system you didn't understand. And now it's collapsing. 6 months later, Cole Consulting filed for bankruptcy. Every client gone. Every employee gone. Everything gone. Meanwhile, my new company had grown faster than the original ever did. Stronger. Smarter. Safer. And this time, there were no partners. No shared control. No blind trust. Just me. Daniel tried to destroy me. But in the end, he only removed himself from the equation. And the greatest revenge wasn't destroying him. It was proving I never needed him to succeed.